everybody, I'm Dwayne. I'll be talking to you about sleep apnea today. I want you to do a quick exercise with me. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to remember what's the last thing you dreamed of. Maybe it was puppies, maybe it was a unicorn, maybe it was a really good concert. And so you're there, sleeping and relaxing, and next thing you know, you're choking. Like, you can't breathe, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And so your eyes open, wide open, and then you're like, oh my God, what happened? That's what it's like having sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a disturbance of your sleep while you're sleeping because you're not breathing anymore. You know, you feel like you're choking, you gotta get some breath in you. And so that's what this presentation's about. So some of you might be wondering, why is it bad? So sleep apnea has several contributing factors that contribute to other diseases. Sleep apnea increases your blood pressure, which puts you at increased risk for cardiovascular disease, and it ruins your sleep cycle, and so you tend to have a lot more irritability, anxiety, and mental distress as well. What makes it worse? Today we're also going to learn about what makes it worse and how smoking comes into play. Just know that you could be sleeping yourself sick with sleep apnea. So again, sleep apnea is repeated stopping and starting of breathing during sleep. It disrupts sleep, but then it contributes to high blood pressure and cardiac problems and sleep disturbances. So what makes it worse? Obesity, your body's weight pressing on you as you are sleeping makes it worse. Narrowed airways, so if you have small airways, it's already hard to get air in there, and while sleeping they might close up. That contributes to sleep apnea. And then alcohol use or sedative use, that just slows your breathing down. So how does smoking come in? Like we talked about, we're talking about constricted airways, and smoking constricts the airways, and that increases the risk. Sleep apnea increases your high blood pressure, and smoking also increases high blood pressure. And then sleep deprivation increases blood pressure, and so sleep apnea increases it more. So it's all like a big snowball effect on how sleep apnea and smoking really distresses your body. So why is it important to quit smoking? In general, it's great to quit smoking. This is a really personal thing for me because I've been a smoker half a pack a day for the last 11 years. I'm trying to quit. I'm doing nicotine replacement therapy. It's days like this where I'm really stressed out, where it's the hardest. But nicotine replacement therapy can be like patches, nicotine gum. There's medications like Wellbutrin and Chantix. Those can help you quit smoking. This will improve your airway clearance. This will improve your blood pressure, both from the sleep apnea and from smoking, and you'll have better sleep. And who doesn't want better sleep? Just know that there's all of these options for you to help improve your life after you quit smoking. Do y'all have any questions about this?
So how would you know if you have sleep apnea?
So sleep apnea, you worry about this mostly whenever you have disrupted sleep. So you complain of insomnia, and so you would generally diagnose this with sleep studies. You would go to a sleep study lab where they take a test where they just kind of test your sleep patterns and see how you sleep and your breathing patterns at the same time. If they diagnose you with sleep apnea, you might have to be sent home with a CPAP or BiPAP device that just opens up your airways as you sleep, and that helps you get better sleep and make sure that you don't wake up. It stops disrupting you from, it stops you from disrupting your sleep by waking up.
Okay, so I know most of the time it's people that are heavier.
Right.
Do you know if anyone can be affected?
Anyone can be affected. It doesn't even have to be a heavy person. It's just those are the biggest three contributors: was obesity, narrowed airways, and then obesity, narrow airways, male sex, people who are older, and there's sometimes anatomical factors. So if you were a child who was born premature, you may have some deformities in your esophagus, so that can contribute to sleep apnea. So anyone can have it. It's just those three factors: obesity, smoking, and obesity, substance use, and narrowed airways were the three most common factors.
Okay, this is kind of unrelated, but kind of because it's related to sleep. So
Sure.
do you think that sleep apnea causes sleep paralysis?
I don't have enough answer on that, so I can't tell you on that. But because you do have worsened sleep, you do have more likely to have hallucinations, irritable mood, and so sleep paralysis can be related to sleep apnea, but I don't know if that's just a direct cause between sleep apnea and sleep paralysis. That was a good question. Anything else?
I didn't know if you said this or not. Did you have it at any point that you
No.
are like aware of or have any like symptoms of it
So,
that you felt like you noticed?
I got kind of worried about it because I discovered I had high blood pressure. And so I got worried about it. But no, I don't have it. Again, mostly you'll notice that you just having trouble sleeping, you're feeling irritable, and again, you might have high blood pressure. Usually most people will try to actually find this related to something else. So they find they have high blood pressure, and then they try to find the cause. And once they rule out other things, then they start trying to figure out if sleep apnea is one of the causes. Usually they suspect that if you have, again, like airway obstruction, such as smoking, or just reports of insomnia.
I think that covers it.
Good job.
Thank you very much. This is my reference, and I hope you have a wonderful day.